But it is what it is, you know? We're going to pull this story up. This is one of those stories that absolutely people should be aware of. This is one of those stories that people should be talking about and are not for whatever reason. And yeah, anyway, let's just get into it, because this is something similar to when they had the, you know, all those different world leaders and stuff coming and meeting in New York, and then we had a Chinese plot to take out the cell services and do like a mass DDoSing of the cellular services in the area, while all these world leaders were meeting. Like, oh yeah, no one wants to talk about that. That's whatever. Who cares, right? What's this story we have today? Fox News. Chinese linked biolab discovered in Las Vegas house is now sparking federal investigation with SWAT response. How many stories do I have to tell you guys where it's like Chinese linked for us to be like, huh, China's really trying to fuck with us. China is really, really doing covert operations in our country to try and fuck us over. When are people going to acknowledge it? At what point are we going to be like, huh, China is here and they're fucking with us covertly? And things like this, Biolab? Like, you guys thought fucking COVID was... There's so many people that thought COVID was bad. COVID was fucking nothing compared to the horrors of, you know, illnesses and disease that could be created in labs like these. If China is fucking around over here, we might be the ones that find out, and it's not going to be fucking good, dude. Anyway, SWAT officers collected over 1,000 pieces of evidence, including biological materials and vials with unknown liquids. Oh, how fun. Authorities are investigating a suspected biological laboratory with alleged Chinese ties discovered in a Las Vegas home. SWAT officers served a search warrant Saturday at a residence on the city's east side after receiving a tip that a biolab was operating inside the home, according to the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department. Excuse me. Should have muted. My apologies. Authorities said there is no threat to the public. However, the property manager of the home, 55-year-old Ori Solomon, was arrested Saturday and booked into the Clark County Detention Center on charges of disposing and discharging hazardous waste. Let's see. Owner of the California Biolab has close ties to the Chinese government and military. House report. Is this a separate story? Because we're talking about Vegas, not California. Is this a separate story? When was this posted? Yeah, this is 2 years ago. This is from 2 years ago. And the story that we're talking about today is now 2 years on. And this is now in Vegas. They are separate stories. Owner of California Biolab, close ties to Chinese government. Now we have another one in Vegas. Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department Sheriff Kevin Mahill said police took extensive precaution while serving the warrant. Authorities, he said, used a robot to clear the home, collect samples, and deploy hazardous materials teams to remove items safely. In the garage, investigators found multiple refrigerators with vials of unknown liquids in gallon-sized containers, a centrifuge, and other laboratory equipment. Some of the evidence included biological material and liquids that were meticulously collected and sent to the FBI labs for testing. Investigators identified the owner of the Las Vegas home as Jai Bei Zhu, who is already in federal custody following the discovery of an unauthorized biolab in Reedley, California in 2023. So that's why they're related. So it's the same guy. He was operating another one in Vegas. Zhu was arrested in that case on federal charges alleging he manufactured and distributed misbranded medical devices, including tests for COVID-19, pregnancy, and HIV without proper permits, and made false statements to the Food and Drug Administration. He is scheduled to go on trial in April. This is not the only biolab we know of. I dove into a bit of research, and I have a reliable source that there is one man operating the labs, and there are an estimated 500 laboratories in the U.S. Kick all Chinese out of the country, along with Muslims, Jeets, and Sub-Saharans. Big booty Latinas can stay. I will share the source in Discord with you later. Today in Discord, I have the information saved. I am out and about right now. Yeah, no worries killing it. But yeah, no, I'm genuinely not surprised. But that's what I'm talking about, dude, is like how many we have a lot. It's not even how many that we should know how many. But it's not about how many. It's the fact that we are allowing people to come into this country or people from other countries to get people here to create biolabs for all sorts of different purposes, whether nefarious or just for pure greed. Like this guy, the first one, this guy, he was just distributing false medical stuff for COVID, probably just making a bunch of money on it. But this one, the one that they found here in Vegas seems legitimately threatening. Actual vials of, I guess the FBI is going to find out what it is, but that's not good, dude. That's not good. Zoo's attorney, Anthony Capozzi, said Monday that his client is not involved in the Las Vegas investigation. He is not involved in any kind of biolab being conducted in a home in Vegas. What went on in that residence, we are unaware of. I doubt that, considering you were arrested for what happened in California, and now there's a biolab in Vegas that you're the owner of. Yeah, sure, you've nothing to do with it, buddy. And Reedley Biolab, the Reedley Biolab drew attention after a clandestine laboratory was discovered operating inside a warehouse owned by the zoo's company. According to a report by the House Select Committee to the People's Republic of China, Zhu is a citizen of the PRC and a wanted fugitive from Canada. The committee alleged Zhu has close ties to the Chinese government and was involved in a transnational criminal enterprise that stole millions of dollars in intellectual property from U.S. companies. City officials in Reedley first raised concerns in December 2022 after a code enforcement officer noticed a green garden hose protruding from that warehouse. A subsequent inspection revealed intensive laboratory equipment, manufacturing devices, and medical-grade freezers inside the building. Officials also reported finding approximately 1,000 transgenic mice used in disease research. Workers of the facility told authorities that the mice were genetically engineered for COVID-19 research. So they were researching COVID-19? The FBI is assisting in the Las Vegas investigation, which remains ongoing. Authorities declined to provide additional details about the materials recovered or whether additional arrests are expected. Again, I bring up this story because this is something that seems to happen a lot, where China I'm sure the United States tries to dip their hands in the Chinese market and fuck with them over there too. But that doesn't mean we should allow them to come over here and be doing that shit. Why is the federal government not taking a more open stance on this, making it more public? Because I doubt China's only doing stuff like that here. I guarantee you they're doing it in other countries as well. So yeah, I don't understand why we're not putting the boot down. But it doesn't seem like we put the boot down a lot these days. Only when what's scary is when both parties benefit, because then things move quickly, right? But if it only affects one side or it only benefits one side, nothing gets fucking done. Nothing ever gets done. And that's unfortunate. Anyway, we'll be moving on.